do, KTTeeV? This is KT, and I'm coming at you live with another episode of the Daily K Podcast. And on today's episode, we have Miss Denise Edwards from the Not So Christian and Me show. How you doing today, Miss Edwards?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm excited to be here.
I wanted to say thank you for taking the time out to be on the show, and I'm glad to have you here today. Before we even get into things, my first question would be, how are you, and how is the family and all that during the quarantine?
Well, we're doing pretty good. We're just taking one day at a time and, praising God along the way. And I've just been working from home. I'm a full-time school teacher, so I've been working from home. And then my kids been doing their assignments for school on here at home as well. So we're making the best out of it. It's challenging.
Okay, and so how far as school, how are you doing as adapting to that?
It's been challenging because I work with special ed students, so trying to work with them online can be very challenging. One of the things that's been very challenging is trying to get them the devices that they need to get access to the material. And then once they get access to the material, I'm just trying to find ways to work with them online because I know their parents, have a hard time working with them as well. So it's just been really challenging, but we're just making the best out of it and just trying to at least, keep the communication open between the parent and the child, and myself.
Yes, that's very important to just keep everybody in the know.
Yeah.
And so as we switched to virtual, was there any tech barriers that you had to overcome, or were you okay?
Well, actually, I've always been a tech savvy kind of person, but trying to get everybody else on the same page, that was kind of difficult. It was kind of difficult because a lot of people are not tech savvy, and then learning a new system and trying to put in assignments online has been challenging. And it seems like it's more work now than being at school. Is more work. It seems like it's a whole new school year all over again, starting from scratch, really.
I was talking to another teacher about that same thing. I said, we're busy. Is it like zooming
Yeah.
away?
That's so true. That is so true.
And so how long have you been in education?
I've been in education for 10 years, 5 years, been a secretary, and then, administrative assistant kind of work, clerical, and then the other 5 years been teaching.
What I love about what I get to do is when I interview educators is we have the coolest side jobs in the world. Right. And so then that brings us to the Not So Christian and Me show. Before we even get to that part, can you give me a little bit about your background in media?
Okay. Well, I've been in the entertainment industry over 10 years. I started entertainment probably around 2000, like after high school. Then I went to, started college. And while I was in college, I started interning at a radio station here in Houston at the time. It was part of Cumulus Media. And so I was working for that radio station. And then while I was doing my internship, it landed me into a part-time position, which was the promotion coordinator. And basically I would go out into the field and give out T-shirts and give out different promotional items to the city just to promote the station. And while I was doing that, I got a chance to have interns underneath me. And one of my interns was Marcus Sullivan, who is the owner of Blessed Beats Radio. And that's how the Not So Christian and Me show came about. But long way, throughout the years, after I graduated college from University of Houston downtown, I ended up moving to Los Angeles, and I ended up working with Debbie Allen, and I landed an internship with her, and that opened up a lot of doors for me while I was in Los Angeles as well.
That's the background on just coming up with the station. With the show itself. But now, tell me, how did you come up with the name?
Okay, so when I was given the opportunity to create my own radio show under Blessed Beats, the first thing came to mind. I was like, this is a Christian station, so I got to be cautious on what I'm going to come to the table with. And I'm like, I know I like to party, I do this and do that, but I'm still a Christian. So I put both of those together, start brainstorming. I say, what better name than Not So Christian and Me show? And so that's how I came up with the show.
On the show, what do you all do? Because I've seen where you've been on a red carpet, but I've seen you also doing interviews inside the studio, correct?
Right. I do a little bit of both because before I started my radio show, I was already working award shows as a talent escort, and basically a escort is assigned to a particular celebrity, and we have to be with them throughout the whole show. So I had my experience on the carpet that way, and then also I had my experience interviewing the actual celebrity. So I had the opportunity to work both sides of the red carpet.
How do you find guests for the show?
Normally, me and my co-host will go out and reach out to different people that we're interested in interviewing, or we'll put a topic out there and see who's interested in that topic on social media, and we'll go from there.
And do they have to be Christian?
No, they don't have to be Christians, but our goal is to make them Christians after they leave our show.
So, like, let's say, do I have to be a Christian artist or something like that to get onto the show?
No, absolutely not. Because we have a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs that come on the show, musicians. They don't have to be a Christian artist to come on the show.
I'm having an event. Am I able to reach out to you all and say, come in, or?
Oh, absolutely. You just let us know, give us all the information about the event, and we'll come out and do media coverage for your event.
And so how do they get in touch with you?
They can go to the Not So Christian to Me Show on Instagram, and they can go to the Not So Christian to Me Show on Facebook. And it's spelled completely like the way I'm saying it, the Not So Christian to Me Show. THE, the Not So Christian to Me Show.
With the quarantine and work, have things slowed down, or how are you keeping the show moving?
Yes, it has slowed down, but what I've been doing virtual interviews like yourself, been doing virtual interviews right now as we work towards bigger things for the Not So Christian to Me Show. We're looking to brand our show into television to get more exposure. So that's our goal after everything is over. And also a lot of youth events as well. Some conferences and stuff like that to get the youth involved.
I can't wait till we get back so I can be able to do some stuff like that, because
Right.
we're going to need it after this. I mean, because,
I know everybody's going to be wanting to do something.
Yes,
get
that's
out
what I'm
the
saying.
house and do something.
And so I've even
Absolutely.
been talking to, some therapists, because, it's just going to be a lot of trauma, I think, from this. We've been in the house a long time.
Yeah.
I also know that you have a travel business.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm a travel business owner. So what I do is I book travel for my clients, and then also I train business owners on my team to book travel as well. So I have a team of people that book travel and that I train, and then I also book travel for clients.
With all the craziness going on,
Right.
I've seen prices are very cheap.
Very much so.
And so how as a consumer, how do I take advantage of that from your standpoint?
As a consumer, I say jump on those prices now, because they're cheap and they're reasonable. So I would say jump on it now, especially if you're planning on going out of town, like probably like during the fall time and the prices are low. Go ahead and jump on those prices now while they're low. But the travel business has kind of hurt my business a little bit, because I had 5 trips, like group trips, that was booked from April all the way to June, and we had to cancel those trips. But I still have trips I still have trips for July on up to the fall, which is good, so that way my clients can still they can still go on their trip.
And have you seen any uptake in the bookings since things are starting to slow down? Like, people are taking advantage of the future.
Some people are a little weary. Some people, they're not really into getting the ticket right away. But I'm telling my clients to go ahead and book now, and then they can pay for it later. They can go ahead and book for their fall trip, and they can pay it later. I'm trying to get them to lock these rates in now while they're. Yeah, like those low rates in now.
And so if they do, how do they get in touch with you about that?
Okay, they can go to Dazzling Denise Travel Services on Facebook, and Dazzling Denise Travel Services on Instagram.
What's next for you?
Oh, that's a good question. Right now, just trying to prepare for the rest of the year. Trying to continue to work on all of my businesses so they can prosper and grow. Until the end of the year. So that's the main goal. Of course, I want to do more stuff with my travel business. I want to, be able to expose the business to more people, and also try to get more people to want to go, to want to leave Houston, or take trips here in Houston, in the Houston area, because they can take a little mini vacay in the city, a little mini stay vacay. that's what I want to do more. Just people that, because that's what a lot of people are going to want to go somewhere, but they don't want to. They're not going to want to go too far. So the next couple of months, I'm gonna just be promoting different hotels and resorts in the Houston area.
Oh, and so then with the show, how do they work? Do they work together?
Well, normally what I do is, we're gonna really we're gonna put this in effect towards the end of the year. When my guests come in from out of town, I will book them to come to the show. So I'll take care of all their travel arrangements to come to the show. That's what we're trying to put in place towards the end of the year. That way, both can collaborate together, the travel and the radio station.
One last time, just give everybody their contact information before we go.
Okay, for my travel business, you can go to Dazzling Denise. That's DAZZLINGDENIECE at Gmail. I'm sorry, that's my email at gmail.com if you want to submit a booking request. And you can also find me on Instagram under the same name, and also Facebook under the same name. To be a guest on the Not So Christian Me Show, you can go to the Not So Christian Me Show on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, that will do it. I sure appreciate you stopping and giving a few minutes of your day today.
No problem. Thank you so much for allowing me to grace your show.
This is KT for KTTeeV signing out. 100.